Welcome to Healthy Future Vision. I'm grateful to share this moment with you. May it bring hope, healing, and peace to your day. Have you ever wondered why the same legs that once carried you so swiftly now feel so heavy? Each morning your knees seem to talk back and your steps tremble slightly as you rise from bed. What troubles me most is this. It's not simply age that slows us down. It's the small, harmless habits we repeat every single day without noticing their quiet impact. I've met so many patients over 60 who still follow what they believe is a healthy diet. They eat plenty of fruit, convinced it's the best friend of good health. But after decades of observation, I've come to realize a paradox. Some fruits that are wonderful for the young can quietly become a burden for older adults. Not because those fruits have changed, but because our bodies have. When we're young, the body handles sugar and electrolytes with ease. Insulin works smoothly, blood vessels expand freely, and energy flows effortlessly. But after 50, that process slows down. Each time we eat something too sweet or unbalanced, tiny blood vessels in our muscles and joints begin to ripple. Silent inflammation sets in, cartilage weakens, and leg strength fades little by little. The saddest part is that most people don't even notice it happening. It's so gradual, like a candle quietly burning lower each day. Over the years, I've heard the same question again and again. Doctor, I used to eat anything and feel fine. Why do fruits make my joints hurt now? And I always smile gently and say, it's not the fruit, it's your body entering a new phase. It just needs to be treated differently. Today, I want to share a simple story, one that may completely change how you look at your health. We'll talk about 3 fruits that seem harmless but can quietly weaken your legs, and 3 others that, when used the right way, can help your joints loosen, your muscles recover, and your body regain the resilience it once had. I'm not talking about miracles, and I'm talking about understanding. Science has shown that after 60, the way our bodies process sugar, fat, and electrolytes changes significantly. That means what was once healthy for us may no longer be the right fit. Sometimes, it's the familiar favorites, ripe bananas, sweet grapes, or cold watermelon, that become the hidden reason you can't sleep because of aching knees, or why your legs feel heavy when you get up in the morning. But here's the good news. Your body still knows how to heal, if you give it the right tools and start listening to it again. Many people think health comes from pills, supplements, or doctor's visits, but often it begins right on your plate with the small, daily choices you make. A tiny change, even something as simple as switching a few fruits, can mark the beginning of a real journey toward healing. So if your steps have slowed, don't rush to blame it on age. Maybe your body is simply waiting for you to give it a little help. Part 1. The 3 fruits that quietly weaken your legs. There are things we've believed to be healthy all our lives, until one day, the body speaks up and tells us otherwise. And sometimes the sweetness of a fruit is exactly what makes it harder to stand the next morning. 1. Overripe bananas, the old friend. That no longer fits. When I was young, I used to eat a banana every morning, quick, convenient, and good for the heart. But after 50, it's no longer that simple. Overripe bananas, the kind with brown spots on the peel, contain a high amount of natural sugar. Within just 20 minutes of eating, blood sugar levels can spike dramatically. For younger people, that's not a problem. Their bodies respond quickly, insulin works efficiently. But for older adults, that response slows down. The excess sugar that isn't absorbed becomes a tiny spark, triggering silent inflammation in the joints. The result? Slight swelling in the knees, night cramps, heavy legs, and we assume it's just normal aging. But there's more. Overripe bananas have an imbalanced ratio of potassium and magnesium, which can disrupt electrolytes, or especially when eaten on an empty stomach or with little protein. Many of my patients say, Doctor, I eat bananas to prevent cramps. And I tell them gently, that worked when you were 30. But after 60, your body needs a steadier source of energy, not sudden spikes. If you want potassium, choose avocados or leafy greens instead, where potassium comes with healthy fats and fiber. They release energy slowly, naturally, without inflammation. Sometimes, it's not that your body is weaker, it's just that you haven't adjusted to its new rhythm. 2. Red grapes, sweet but subtly. Inflammatory grapes are the symbol of vitality, often praised for their antioxidants. And that's true. but only for those with a strong metabolism. For older adults, the free sugars in grapes, fructose and glucose, are absorbed too quickly, causing blood sugar fluctuations that lead to inflammation in small blood vessels, swollen joints, and muscle fatigue. Here's what few people realize: resveratrol, the famous antioxidant in grapes, only works effectively in concentrated or fermented forms, like in pure red wine. In fresh grapes, the amount is too low to counterbalance the sugar load you just consumed. I once had a 70-year-old patient tell me, "Doctor, I eat grapes instead of desserts, but my knees are still swollen." And I smiled. It's not that grapes are bad. It's just that your body no longer needs more sugar. It needs stable circulation. If you truly want the benefits of resveratrol, reach for blueberries, pomegranates, or cold-pressed unsweetened grape juice, all lower in sugar and richer in natural anti-inflammatory compounds. The difference between healing and harming can sometimes lie in how fast a grape is absorbed. 3. Watermelon. Cooling for the stomach, cold for the joints. Who doesn't love a slice of cold, juicy watermelon on a summer day? But for those over 60, watermelon can be a refreshing dessert that quietly slows down circulation. Here's why. Watermelon has a high glycemic index, around 72, meaning it spikes blood sugar quickly and then drops it just as fast, triggering an inflammatory response. It's also over 90% water, which dilutes electrolyte levels, increasing the risk of nighttime muscle cramps, especially for those on diuretics. Many of my patients have told me, "Doctor, I eat watermelon every night to cool my liver, but I wake up with heavy legs and crackling knees," and I say, "Yes, your liver cooled down, but your joints got cold." As we age, our peripheral circulation weakens. Eating cold foods before bed causes blood vessels to constrict, reducing blood flow to the joints and thickening the joint fluid. If you crave something sweet and refreshing, choose tart cherries or dates instead. They promote deeper sleep and natural inflammation relief. At 60, your body no longer needs to cool down, it needs balance. Part 2, the 3 fruits that help rebuild muscles, joints, and circulation. Once you know what to avoid, the next step is learning what to nourish your body with. Because even after 60 or 70, your body hasn't given up on you. It's simply waiting for the right kind of fuel. 1. Blueberries. The little blue gem of longevity. Blueberries may be small, but they're packed with anthocyanins, powerful compounds that fight inflammation and repair blood vessels. A study from the University of North Carolina found that adults aged 60-75 who ate 1-2 cup of blueberries daily for 6 weeks improved their balance and walking endurance by 17%. What's fascinating is that anthocyanins don't just reduce inflammation. They also activate satellite cells in muscle tissue, helping regenerate weakened muscle fibers. That's why blueberries don't just make you feel younger, they help your body function younger. I often recommend my patients pair blueberries with unsweetened yogurt or oatmeal in the morning. They not only stabilize blood sugar but also enhance memory, calm oxidative stress, and support long-term joint health. Sometimes the smallest things, done consistently, make the biggest difference. And blueberries are one of those quiet healers. 2. Avocado, the healthy fat that listens to your body in the world of fruits. The avocado is the doctor of the joints. Rich in monounsaturated fats, oleic acid. It helps reduce inflammation, increase cartilage flexibility, and nourish the tiny blood vessels around your knees. It's also packed with vitamin K and lutein, which support collagen production and bone density, 2 essential foundations for strong, steady legs. What's remarkable about avocados is their extremely low glycemic index, making them perfect for people with metabolic issues or diabetes. 1 avocado a day, whether spread on whole grain toast or blended with almond milk, is like giving your body clean, steady energy instead of quick spikes and crashes. Eating avocado is a lesson in balance, soft yet strong, gentle yet deeply nourishing. 3. Pomegranate. The red seed of renewal. The pomegranate isn't just a symbol of beauty. It's a symbol of circulation and rebirth. It contains polyphenols, phonocollagen, and L-argitannins, compounds that are up to 3 times more anti-inflammatory than green tea and help the body produce nitric oxide, NO, a molecule that relaxes blood vessels and improves lower body circulation. Even more fascinating, in older adults, L-tannins are converted into urolithin A rare compound that triggers the recycling of aging muscle cells, a process called mitophagy. In simple terms, pomegranates wake up dormant muscle fibers that haven't been active for years. Just half a fruit, or 1/3 of a cup of pure pomegranate juice after a meal, can reduce joint swelling and boost leg energy in just a few weeks. Pomegranates don't rejuvenate the body through magic. They do it by helping each cell remember how to renew itself. Part 3. The Doctor's Golden Rules. No matter which fruit you choose, remember these 3 golden rules. Don't eat too late. Give your body 45-60 minutes to digest before bed. Move gently. A few minutes of stretching, joint rotation, or deep breathing helps activate circulation. Eat with calmness, because at 60, your digestion needs peace more than speed. Your body has memory. It records every little act of care, even the smallest ones. And each mindful bite of food becomes a signal of healing sent quietly into the night. I've always believed that the human body never truly ages. Sometimes, it's just tired, because we stop listening. Your 60s and 70s aren't the end of strength. They are the years when your body asks you to slow down and feel more deeply. Feel the soft creak of your knees as you rise from bed. Feel the cool morning breeze brushing the hands that have worked a lifetime. And realize health doesn't come from grand gestures. It comes from the quiet things you do every day. A handful of blueberries, half an avocado, a few bright pomegranate seeds. They may seem simple, but that's the language of healing, because the human body doesn't need miracles. It just needs to be loved in the right way. I'll never forget a former patient of mine, a 72-year-old woman whose knees were once so swollen she needed a cane. After a few months of gentle movement and mindful eating, she came to see me, smiling softly. "Doctor," she said, "this morning I walked around my garden without my cane. I guess my body just needed a chance to feel alive again." Her words stayed with me for a long time. Because healing isn't just about being pain-free. It's about believing, once again, that your body can get better. So if you're watching this video today, and your legs have ever ached, weakened, or discouraged you, please remember, your body is still listening. Every time you choose the right food, rest well, or take a deep breath, your body begins its quiet journey of self-repair. Don't wait for miracles. They're already happening, in every cell, every heartbeat, every peaceful night's sleep. Be gentle with yourself. Eat less, move slower, but do it with care. And each morning, as you stretch your legs and feel a little more flexibility, smile, because that's life returning to you. Thank you for staying with me and the Healthy Future Vision channel. If today's message touched your heart, please share this video to remind others. Nature never abandons us. Sometimes we just forget to listen.